Welcome to the Women Lighthouse podcast, your friendly guide through all the ups and downs of life. We're here to remind you that every woman has the strength to take charge of her journey and make her dreams come true. Each week, we'll share heartwarming stories and helpful tips from amazing women who have faced their own challenges and come out stronger. Tune in, get inspired, and let's start this exciting journey towards achieving your dreams together. The Women Lighthouse, your guide to a brighter tomorrow. Hello ladies, you're welcome to today's episode of the Women Lighthouse podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. Today, I'm going to be sharing about wisdom fast. What comes to your mind when you hear the word wisdom fast? I know we are at the beginning of the year, and usually, traditionally, across the world, a lot of, especially Christians, take out time to fast, to pray, to seek the face of God concerning the new year, committing the new year into God's hands and asking for direction. Usually, the fast they embark on would require fasting from food or having either a dry fast or something. But basically, what I'll be sharing today is about a wisdom fast. And, I want to break down the words. So I'll begin by saying wisdom. When we talk about wisdom, basically, we're saying that it's a quality of having an experience about a thing, having knowledge, having a good judgment, your ability to think and utilize the knowledge you have about a thing. In other words, when you say wisdom, you are knowledgeable about a thing and you seek to know how to apply it. It could even be that you have the knowledge, but you do not have an experience with regards to that thing. So with wisdom, you want to have a better understanding about a thing. You want to gain more clarity about a thing. You want to gain more good judgment about a thing. And you want to gain a better experience about a thing. So when I talk about wisdom, that's what I'm talking about. Then when it comes to fasting, fasting has to do with when you are abstaining from a certain routine or habit for a period of time and for a specific purpose. So the key words here, abstinence for a period of time and for a particular purpose. So when we now bring the two words together, wisdom fast. So we're talking about abstaining from a certain routine for a period of time for the purpose of gaining clarity, understanding, knowledge, and experience about a specific thing. So now we're beginning the year. We all have goals for the year. We all have aspirations. We all have plans for the year. Now, what are we going to do in order to gain more clarity on how to achieve our goals for the year? And that's where a wisdom fast comes in. I first heard about this concept from Pastor David Obiole, and he mentioned it and it really struck a chord in me. And I tried it in January 2024. And at the end, I think I tried it for 21 days. I took a fast. I'm going to share with you how to go about it shortly. I took a wisdom fast. And for me, the benefits I got from taking a wisdom fast was mind-blowing. I had clarity with regards to the direction I wanted to take when it came to purpose fulfillment. Also, I experienced less negativity around me because I was mindful of the kind of thoughts that I actually engaged in, and I got divine ideas and inspiration. In fact, most of the podcast episodes that were aired last year I would say 90% of them were divinely inspired. I didn't have to do research with regards to what I wanted to talk about. I would just be doing something randomly, and the Holy Spirit would just speak to me and say, talk about this, talk about that. So, those were the things that the Wisdom Fast helped me to accomplish. So basically, before I go into how to go about a wisdom fast, I want to share about how the mind works. When we talk about a wisdom fast, it's beneficial to our mind and also to our spirit. Basically, when you talk about the mind is responsible for thinking, your memories, your imaginations, your motivation, your attention span, how you perceive things, how you feel things, that's your emotions, and basically your decision making. So, in other words, what you take into your mind would determine what your mind would reproduce. So it's just like they say, garbage in, garbage out. So if you take in things that are profitable into your mind, it will help with your thought process, it will help with your memory, your judgments, your perceptions, your emotions, and your decision making. So when it comes to a wisdom fast, you have to be mindful of what you see and what you hear. Because when it comes to your mind, the things that go into your mind are through what you hear and what you see. And that determines these other things I've just mentioned. So basically, when you encounter or you participate in the wisdom fast, it helps you to declutter your mind. You know, sometimes people wonder why they have random thoughts of negative things, or why they experience fear, or why they experience anger, or why they experience negative emotions. It's about what you have allowed enter into your mind. So just like when you fast from food, it helps you to detoxify yourself physically. Your organs, your system is being detoxified because you're not taking in junk. You're trying to take in as healthy things as possible, like water, fruits, vegetable. So also when you are mindful of what you see and mindful of what you hear, it will help to declutter your mind from every form of negative emotions, negative thoughts, negative perceptions, and negative thinking and judgment. Also, it helps you to gain clarity. If, for instance, you want to go on a wisdom fast because you want to embark on a project, maybe you want to write a book, and you need to do some research with regards to the topic area you want to write on, and you just want to take a break from the kind of content that you take in through what you see and what you hear, and focus more on the purpose for which you want to write the book. With that, you would have a clear mind. The time you would spend and invest in engaging in things that will not add value towards you writing that book, you channel that time into doing a lot of research and into gaining more knowledge and clarity on how to apply the knowledge that you are researching on. So it helps you to gain clarity. As we have this conversation, don't forget what wisdom is. Wisdom is your ability to apply knowledge with regards to a thing, to gain understanding, and to gain clarity. Another thing a wisdom fast does is that it provides you with creativity and innovation. You know, when you are doing a wisdom fast, you are engaging your mind. You are being intentional about what you are taking into your mind. You are not taking in things that are negative. You're not taking in things that will not be profitable to you or beneficial to you. So when your mind is decluttered and when you have clarity, you will notice that you begin to have innovations, you begin to have ideas. Ideas will just start popping up and popping in. and your creativity level would also increase. So that's another benefit of engaging in a wisdom fast. And lastly, it helps you to be less forgetful. Once you declutter your mind, you are now focused on a particular goal. So with that, the things you have to like try to be navigating and thinking about are lesser, because you are not focused on random things or things here and there. You're just focused on just the things that are important to you. So with that, you are less forgetful. So now to the main crux of our conversation today. How are you going to carry out this wisdom fast? This wisdom fast is basically restraining or abstaining from any form of media that will not be beneficial to you. Media could be in print, that's writing, social media, news, movies, music, and all not. But the main thing you need to note is anything that would not be beneficial to you pursuing that specific purpose for which you are taking the wisdom fast for. Don't forget, the fast is for a purpose. Oh, I just want to set aside time to just plan and prepare for the year 2025. These are the things I've set my heart to do and achieve in the year 2025. I want to take out time to gain clarity on how to go about implementing my goals for the year. So that's the reason for which you are taking the wisdom fast. So anything that you would engage in that would not help you gain clarity on how to achieve your goals for the year, you abstain from it for a period of time. So this is not me saying social media is bad or print media is bad or news or music or movies are bad. But there is a time where you have to keep it aside and focus on the things that really matter to you and that you can be more productive as. You know that we're in an age where social media is now like the in thing. It can't be taken away from us. If you even want to put yourself out there, you need to also invest in social media. But also, if you don't know how to set boundaries, it can also take a great chunk of your time. So when you now fast from social media, for instance, for a period of time, you channel your focus into what you want to achieve for that period of time, and you would get more productive results. So basically, fasting from these forms of media for at least 21 days to a maximum of 40 days. Another thing you need to understand is when you're fasting, you don't necessarily have to start big. You can decide for the next 2 days, for the next 3 days, I'm going to stay off this and just focus on investing my time in content that would help me achieve my goal for which I'm taking this wisdom fast. Like what I do every now and then. I know I subscribe to sometimes Netflix, I subscribe to Showmax. I don't subscribe every month. Every now and then, at least once in a quarter, I just tell myself, I'm not renewing my subscription for 1 month. Let me take out time to engage. Maybe I want to gain clarity, for instance, on homeschooling. Let me take out time and invest in reading books, listening to audiobooks, and watching and exposing myself to content on homeschooling. So rather than subscribe to Netflix or Showmax, I replace it with reading books, listening to audiobooks, watching videos about homeschooling. So that's an instance I'm giving. So you're replacing these other forms of media with the things that you know you need clarity on. So basically, invest on resources that are beneficial to the purpose of which you are taking the wisdom fast. Also, avoid any form of negative pollutants. In summary, just be mindful of what you see and what you hear. So this is just my tip for you when it comes to preparing for the year 2025. So Let me know what you think about embarking on the wisdom fast. Have you done it before? If you have, let me know how it went. What exactly did you do, and what were the results you got? Also, if you haven't carried out a wisdom fast before, let me know in the comments. Do you intend to give it a try? If yes, let's know, and let's know why you intend to embark on a wisdom fast. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Women Lighthouse podcast. See you in our next episode. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Women Lighthouse podcast. We really hope today's episode has given you some great tools, resources, and a boost of confidence to take charge of your journey. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. You can also follow us on our social media handle for even more tips and a wonderful community that's all about supporting your growth. Join us next time for more uplifting stories and encouraging insights. Until we meet again, keep shining bright, stay inspired, and embrace your unique path to a better tomorrow.